Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. So lift, lift. So today we've got our Tabatas, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises, 4, 3, heels up, right then left, right and left. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do our first exercise for 4 rounds, and then we're going to do our second exercise for 4 rounds. 4, 3, right leg, we're going to swing it front to back. You can just tap it heel toe. So it's completely up to you how you're feeling today. 4, 3, 2, let's switch it over to the other side, swing it front to back. So when we do our 4 rounds, a few of the exercises, you are more than welcome to do 2 rounds right and then 2 rounds left. 4, 3, switch it to the other side, out and cross. So you can just tap and bring it to the midline of the body, but if you can start to add that lift and then do a little cross. 4, 3, switch it to the other side, out and cross, lift. It's okay if it's not crazy high. I want you to think about holding on to something if you need to. I want you to think about using your hips. Good, switching sides, heel down, toe up, nice good hip circles. So again, we're trying to stand tall, change direction. 4, 3, switch it to the other side, heel down, toe up, knee is straight. We're just gonna try to circle from the hips all the way down. Change direction. 4, 3, slow deadlift in the center, feet hip width apart, hinge it forward, stand tall. So hinge, 2, lift, 2. Sometimes you can put your hands on your thighs, like you're trying to give yourself a little bit of a massage. Press down into the thighs, keep the shoulder blades down and back, and then keep your ribs tucked. Good hinge. One more, we're going to take it forward, hold it in place, reach the hands down, palms in, open and close. So it's just a little open book. Lower body is steady. We're trying to move from our ribs up. Good, let's bring it all the way up. Slow squat, sit the hips down, stand up tall. So instead of hinging forwards, we're going to try to bend those knees a little bit more. So chest is up, tail feather tucked. So down, 2, up, 2. So you get a little bit more hip, knee, and ankle bend here. Find the range of motion that works for your body. One more. All the way up. Circle the arms up and back. Reach it up. Bring it back around. Now it's okay if your arm circles are a little more out to the side. Reach and forwards. Good, 4 more. Up, back, back around. 3. Here's 2. Last set. Forward step with our reach. So forward step, pull it back, shoulder blade pinch. Good, 4, 3, 2, side step, side lunge, hold it in place right here. So just a little side to side. 4, 3, 2, good, hold it in the center. Cat cow, inhale, exhale. Good, in and out. Open the chest, gentle arch, then tuck. Last one. Hold your tuck. We're going to roll it all the way up, come up to standing. Now we're going to walk it out to that plank. You can have an incline plank. So hands on a countertop, on a chair. We're just going to hold that plank for a moment. Just think really good technique. 6, 4, 3, down dog to plank right here. So down dog, plank, down dog, plank. Good, lift and take it back forwards, lift and forwards. A couple more. Good, let's bring it all the way back up. Walk it back up to standing. Bring it back into the center. We're going to do our heel stomps right here. Stomp and stomp. If you would like to jump, go for it. Good. 8, 6, 4, 3. March it out. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders. Sorry, the cat's on my desk. She likes to use my mixer for a pillow. She messed up my audio yesterday because of that. And I think she's mad that she's got to use something else now. All right, 2 exercises, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. 4 rounds of exercise 1, 4 rounds of exercise 2. So the first exercise is squats. Second exercise, we're going to do front, side, down, side, front, and down. So grab a dumbbell or 2 if you would like. And we're just going to do a nice basic squat. So 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So chest is up. We're just going to squat it down and then stand tall. How deep you go is up to you. Just make sure that we're not turning it into a deadlift by sitting and then bowing forwards. We have deadlifts later. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. Just a little bit of a rest. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So it's just 20 seconds. Nice, good squat. You can go a little bit wider. You can turn your toes a little bit out to the corner, which means that your hips and your knees will also go out to the corner. And depending on your hip joint, that might feel a little bit better for you. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Little rest. Halfway through here, 2 more sets. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to squat it down, stand up nice and tall. So we've only got 2 sets today standing. And for those of you that don't like to go to the floor, don't panic. You know you always have an option for standing exercises. Here's 2 and 1. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up that we are hanging out down on the floor a little bit today. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So down and lift. But there's only one circuit where we do an exercise on our hands and knees. The rest of them will be on our backs. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going for our front side raises. So since we're doing 4 sets in a row, I'm going to go with a little bit of a lighter weight. 2 and 1. So option 1, thumb up, open, and down, and then side, center, and down. So you can do thumb pointing to the ceiling, or you can do palms facing the floor. It's completely up to you, whatever feels better for you. Good. Rest. So a little bit of a shoulder wiggle. So feet hip width, a little bit of a soft knee, and we still want to make sure that we've got that little bit, times on, a little bit of a tail feather tuck. So I know sometimes if we're starting to go a little heavy, we kind of might start to lean back a little bit, or we curl it because it's a little too much. Good. 2 and 1. It's trying to find that happy medium where our spine is nice and stable. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So up, out, and down, side, front, and down. So find the hand position that works for you today, whether that is palms down or palms in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Got one more set, and we're going to move on. Circuit number 2, which is going to be a little bit more leg focused. 2 and 1. So up, out, and down, side, center, and out. Today has got lower body, but it's a little more upper body, but a lot of core today. It's been a while since we've really kind of hit core. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. A little walk around, grab a quick drink of water. Here's 3. Good, and rest. Saw my timer going on the rest, and I'm like, I gotta tell you. I don't, it's okay. All right, so we're gonna do lunges with reciprocating curls. So I'm going to do lunge, stand. So I'm always alternating with my biceps. I'm gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. Second exercise, single leg deadlift, 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. But if you need to do kickstand, that's perfectly all right. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of dumbbells. We're gonna do our lunges with alternating bicep curls in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go lunge and then up. Now, if you just wanna do alternating lunges, you can do that. If you wanna do your biceps, both arms at the same time, you can do that too. I like this one because you kind of have to think a little bit. Good, rest. You got to think a little bit. You got to get that coordination going. And it's a little bit of lateral core work. 2 and 1. I'm going to do the same side. You can do the other side. So you've got 2 rounds of each leg. You can do 2 right, 2 left, or you can do right, left, right, left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Little shakeout. I am switching. I've done 2 rounds right, and I'm going to do my 2 rounds left. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to lunge, and then I'm going to stand. Lower the back knee towards the floor. Front knee over your shoelaces. This is the knee that I have to keep an eye on. Good. 3, 2, and 1. A little rest. This is a leg I have to keep an eye on. My knee likes to wobble a little. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. So down and then lift. Just slow and controlled. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, single leg deadlift. I'm going to grab a dumbbell. You can grab 2, you can do none, 2, and 1. So I'm just going to do my nice good hinge. Reach it forwards, tap it in. Hinge it forward, tap it in. Torso and hips are parallel to the floor. We want to make sure we're not just rounding at our spine. Good. Rest. We want to make this a back of the leg in a bun exercise. So shoulders down, brace the core. Here we go, round 2. So hinge and lift. So we should feel like that drinking bird that they used to sell at all those mall kiosks. We hinge and we lift. So the only place that we're bending is the crease in our hip. Good. Rest. Bring it up. Switch it over to the other side. And when we do our hinge, that dumbbell stays very close to our leg. So we hinge it forwards and we stand up tall. We don't want to let that dumbbell go forwards past our toes. We keep it very close and we almost think about trying to set that dumbbell down right at our toes, or like you want to put the handle over. Good. Rest. Like you want to set the handle across your toes at the top, just very close. 2, 1. Last set. So nice good hinge, nice good lift. Again, you can absolutely go part way down. Get the dumbbell about to your knee. Some of us can hinge and get closer to our shin or our ankle. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. We're gonna head to the floor. If you don't wanna head to the floor, You do not have to. We're gonna do Renegade Rows. That just means you hold a plank position or a hands and knees bird dog position and do rows. If you're standing, you can just do rows. And then our second one is IYTL. So on your tummies, or you're going to be standing, but we're gonna do 1 round, letter I, 1 round, letter Y, 1 round, letter T, and then 1 round, kind of a letter L down at our hips. So standing or on the floor. I'm gonna be on the floor. So you can be hands and knees, or you can be knee plank or toe plank. And we're gonna do a row. 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So the focus here, this is core. You can absolutely just be hands and knees. We're still thinking about pulling up towards our hip, and we don't want to lift and then push the floor away when we set the dumbbell down. So we're really kind of doing a half rep or a 3/4 rep. Good, rest. So we're going to do 1 more set on this side. I'm going to go into a knee plank here, wide knees, wide toes. Time is on. So I'm just going to do a nice good row. Again, if you're standing, you're just going to do a traditional row. You can do an incline plank row if you'd like. If you want to get a little core work in here, a little shoulder stability in addition to a nice good row. 2 and 1. Good. A little shakeout. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do 1 round hands and knees. 2, 1. So I did my first round on the other side on my hands and knees. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And then second round, I'm going to go into my knee plank. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to take it just a little bit forward so my knees are behind my hips instead of underneath them. I'm still keeping my shoulders over my wrists. 2, 1. Good. Lift and tap. So we never fully rest the arm that's doing the row. We don't want to turn our bodies. Keep it nice and parallel to the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, all the way down onto our tummies. If you're standing, you're just going to hinge forwards. Let's take our arms out in front. Here we go. So lift and lower. Lift, lower. So we're trying to do palms facing in, thumbs pointing to the ceiling. We don't want to lift with our elbows and just fling our hands up there. You might barely get your arms off the floor. That's okay. Good. Rest. We're going to take the arms a little bit wider, form that letter Y. Form the letter Y. 2, 1. Good. Head stays neutral, upper body stays neutral. We're trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears, so we just don't want to shrug our shoulders up to lift our arms. Using the little muscles on the back of your shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we take those arms out to the side. You can do palms facing the floor. I'm still going to try to do thumbs to the ceiling. Here we go. So lift and lower. So external rotation on the shoulders if you can. Thumbs lift up towards the ceiling. We're doing a slicing hand motion. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Now we're going to take our hands by our hips, palms facing the floor, shoulders away from the ears. 2 and 1. And we're going to lift and take it down. Again, this is one we don't want to lift just our hands. We want to squeeze the shoulders together. Lift the arms. We're lifting from the shoulders. Arms are straight. Pinch the shoulders together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands by the chest. Carefully push yourself up and back. We're going to come onto our back sides. We're going to do chest presses and skull crushers. Chest presses and skull crushers. So if you are standing, you are going to do a banded chest press or an incline push-up. And for Skullcrushers, when we get to our Skullcrushers, you can do an overhead tricep or you can do a tricep kickback. So a banded chest press, band behind you, incline push-up. You can even do a reverse chest fly like we did yesterday as an option. But 20 seconds chest press in 3, 2, and 1. So all the way on our backs, knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna press it up, low back, kind of pull down into the floor. I want you to think about your shoulder position and your elbow position. We don't want to have them straight out to the side, but if you can angle your elbows a little bit to the corner, good. Rest. I'm going to rest in the up position. You can rest down. So we're forming that letter A. We're forming a triangle. Good. Time's on. So lower and lift. And keep an eye on your wrists. We don't want to let the elbows go out and the thumbs come towards our chest. We want our wrists to stay right on top of our elbows. So it's a little bit of an arch, very tiny, not like a chest fly. Good. Rest. So it's a very, very minor arch. 2, 1. So we kind of go out with the hands and then back up again, but they stay right in line with the wrists. Your knuckles always stay pointing up to the ceiling. So we don't ever let those knuckles kind of point towards each other or away from each other here. Right up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So press it up and then lower it down. Press up and then down. So if you can, if you've got open chest, you can get those upper arms towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going for our Skullcrushers. I'm going to switch it to 2 dumbbells. You can do 1 dumbbell, hold it on the ends, 2 and 1. So arms up, lower the dumbbells to either side of the head, and then straighten. So lower and lift. And I can already tell I'm going to feel these. I might have to switch to alternating. We'll see. 3, 2, and 1. I am going to bring my arms down to rest because chest presses get triceps. So do Skullcrushers. 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms up. So bend the elbow, straighten the elbow. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So it's kind of like you're swinging a hammer. Elbow stays pointing up towards the ceiling. 2 and 1. If you are doing a kickback, your elbow is going to be pointing back behind you towards the wall or towards your hips. Here's 2 and 1. Good. So lower, lift. If you're holding on to 1 dumbbell, you're going to hold on to the ends. Elbows are still pointing to the ceiling. I want you to try to keep those arms close to your body. And you're going to bend the elbow, and your dumbbell is going to kind of come towards your forehead. That's why they call these Skullcrushers. 2, 1. Good. One more set. So I'm definitely bringing my arms down to rest. I'm being very careful when I pick my dumbbells back up. Good. Time's on. Last set right here. And then we've got core work for the next 2 circuits. So the next 2 circuits are core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully set those dumbbells down. We're going to move them off to the side. The next 2 circuits do not have any weights. It's all body weight. So for the next circuit, we're going to do a single leg bridge. If you are standing, I want you to do a single leg stand. I just want you to stand on 1 leg. So I want you to get that single leg work. Your second exercise, we're going to cross our ankle over our opposite thigh, and we're going to do an oblique crunch. So we're gonna lift the leg, we're gonna take our shoulder towards our opposite knee. You can just hold it and reach. If you're standing, you're gonna do a standing elbow to shoulder, or elbow to knee. So you're gonna do just that standing rotation. But 20 seconds, we start with our single leg bridge in 3, 2, and 1. So I like to lift up with both feet, and then I pick which leg is gonna come up, and then I hold it. Your option is to do just isometric today. So you're just going to squeeze that glute. You're gonna try to keep that hip lifted and just hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. Reset the feet. Option 1, do the same side again. Option 2, switch legs. 2, 1, lift it up. Do your lift. And then you're going to lift your opposite foot off of the floor, and you're just gonna hold it. If you wanna lift and lower, great. I'm going for isometric work today, so I'm personally just gonna lift and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, set it down. Reset, both feet flat on the floor. 4, 3, little rib tuck, 2, 1, lift both legs up, and again, try to keep both hips up, lift the leg off the floor, and we're getting that nice good hold. If you are standing, I want you to try to push the floor away. So instead of lifting yourself away from the floor, push the floor away from you. You're gonna straighten out those legs a little, activate all those muscles. Good, rest, reset, one more set. We're just gonna do a nice good bridge. 3, 2, 1, good, lift it up. Keep the hips up. When you lift that leg, don't let that opposite hip drop. Same thing if you're standing. Stand tall with both legs, lift one leg, don't let your hip kick out to the side or kick back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, bring it in, little shake out. I'm gonna start with the leg that was on the floor. I'm gonna bring that one up to get a little stretch. Figure 4, now I'm gonna start by bringing my shoulder towards my opposite knee. You can just keep your foot on the floor, or if you wanna make it a little bit harder when we lift up, we're gonna add in a little bit of a reverse crunch here. We're keeping that figure 4. We're not letting the knee come in towards the shoulder. Good, rest. We're trying to use our shoulder to get closer to our knee, but we're using our leg to help lift it up to get it closer. 2, 1, good. So lift and then down. Again, you can keep the feet on the floor. You can also just lift it up and hold it. So you can just do a little isometric crunch here. So isometric, good, 2, 1, switching sides. Isometric just means the muscles don't get longer or shorter, but they stay the same length, but they still work. Good, let's lift it up. So I've got my leg in my figure 4. I can just start, lift my shoulder up towards my opposite knee, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to lift the leg, use that knee to push my other leg up. 2 and 1, good, rest. Got one more set here, and then we're gonna move on to our last set of exercises. Time's on, nice good reach. So a little oblique crunch. So I am keeping my foot on the floor because I have company. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. A little bit of a shakeout. We have one more set. We're going to do dead bugs. We're gonna do right arm and leg move, 2 rounds right and then 2 rounds left. If you are standing, you can do a weighted march. You can do farmer's carry, just something to work on that core stability. And then we're gonna do reverse crunches. If you're standing, you're gonna do mummy kicks. I am gonna grab 3-pound dumbbells and add a little bit of resistance. But we're gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left, where just the right arm and leg are moving. So lie back into your dead bug in 3, 2, and 1. So your time's on. So we're in our dead bug. Right arm and leg are going to go towards the floor and then come back up again. You do not have to add weights here. It's 100% okay if you don't. The focus is core stability. You're getting a little bit of shoulder work here as well. 2 and 1. You can rest feet on the floor, or you can rest with your legs up. Get a little extra oomph here. 3, 2, and 1. So heel and thumb towards the floor and then back up. The focus here is ribs tucked, low back, close to the floor. If you're using this without weights, you're still getting really good mobility work for that shoulder. 2 and 1. Bring it in. We're going to switch dumbbells and switch sides. So switch and switch. 3, 2, and 1. So thumb and heel both go towards the floor. They do not have to touch. Odds are good your heel will touch. Your thumb might not, and that's okay. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to rest. So you can rest by pulling the knees in, bringing your heels closer to your butt. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So heel down, thumb down. If you want to make it harder, tap the heel down farther from your backside. So if you just bend the knee and tap it down, that's a little easier. If you drop the heel out a little farther, it's a little harder. 2 and 1. Good. All right, dumbbells down. Reverse crunches. That's just a little pelvic tuck. A little pelvic tuck. 2 and 1. Good. So just a little pelvic tuck and then hold. Tuck and hold. If you don't want to do the tuck, you can just hold a dead bug. You can just do little tucks. Little tucks. So it's completely up to you. 2 and 1. It's completely up to you what you want to do. Again, if you're standing, you can do a weighted march. You can do mummy kicks. 2, 1. You can do standing pelvic tucks. So it's kind of like when we do our cat-cow. It's just a little bit of pelvic control. We're just focusing on the portion of our abs that likes to help us rock our pelvis up and in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest, feet up, feet down, you choose. Got 2 more sets. 3, 2, and 1. So a little bit more of a tuck. Knees are kind of coming into the chest, but then we add a little lift, like we want to push our toes or the bottoms of our feet towards the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. We've got 1 more set. 2 and 1. So tuck and lower. You don't have to take the heels all the way to the floor. I'm focusing on the up variation, or the up portion of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to rest. You can just rest on your back in Shavasana. You can grab a quick drink. Just don't go from back to standing without giving yourself a little bit of a break in between. I'm just going to push my dumbbells out of the way. We're going to go for a little bit of stretching. So we're just going to be down on our backs. Arms out to the side, letter T, palms facing up, knees bent, feet flat, knees are squeezed together, and we're just going to go to the right and then to the left. And if you're standing, you can just do a very gentle, like we can do the twist. So you can kind of rotate your hips one way and then gently reach your arm the opposite way. So you're doing a little bit of rotation. Or you can just do some hip circles. That's okay too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in the center. We're going to take that right leg out straight, left knee. We're going to pull it into the chest. You can absolutely do this standing. You're going to pull the knee into the chest. You can grab in front of the knee, or you can grab behind your thigh as well. Good. Let's switch it over to the other side. So we're going to straighten out that leg. Pull the knee into the chest. So we're trying to get a little hip flexor stretch, a little pelvic neutrality, and then a little bit of hamstring and knee here. Good. We're going to switch legs, right leg out, left knee comes up, and now we're going to take it across the body. So we're going to lift that hip up and over. We're going to try to get that knee and that toe closer to the floor. And I let my foot rest on the floor, so I just kind of take it over. If you want to have your leg a little straighter, go it over far enough that you can rest that leg on the floor. Your opposite shoulder might be off the floor, but that's okay. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, switch it over to the other side. So left leg straight, right knee comes up. Now we're going to take that right leg across the body. I try to at least go far enough to get my toe to touch the floor. If you want to go a little farther, again, your shoulder might come off the floor, but that's okay. We just want to do a nice good stretch. So we're getting a little hip stretch. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Now roll yourself all the way over to the side. You're going to push yourself up to a seated position. We're going to do a little 90-90. So take the legs a little bit wide, and we're just going to go 90 and then 90. The cat's kind of giving me stink eye, but she is the one that plopped herself in the middle of the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're going to flip it over onto hands and knees. We're going to go back for our child's pose. So we're going to sit our hips back towards our heels. Reach those arms out. You can drop your forehead down towards the floor. You want to stretch out underneath those arms. This is a good one if you're standing, hands on a wall, hands on a countertop. Good. We're going to tuck our chin, round our spine a little, pull yourself forwards into a plank position. We're going to point our toes, squeeze the glutes, drop your hips. Now you have the option to go all the way down and to be in Sphinx, or to go all the way down and rest your chin on your hands. It's personal preference. If you're standing, you're just going to put your hands on the shelf of your glutes and push down on your buns. And that will push your hips forwards and help you stretch the front of your body a bit. 2 and 1. We're going to walk it back. Come up to a half kneeling position. So you're going to do one foot in front, little tail feather tuck, squeeze the glute. There's a straight line from your hip to your knee to your ankle. And we're just going to push forwards and hold. And 3, 2, and 1. We're going to step it back. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So half kneeling position, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute. Just a little bit of a push forwards to deepen the stretch in the hip flexors. We don't want to feel this in our low back. We just want to feel this right in the hips. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull that front leg back a little bit. We're going to come up to a standing position. If you need to stay seated on the floor for a few minutes, that's okay too. We're just going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. We're just all about the attention this morning. Good. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Her new favorite place to sleep downstairs is on my cutting table. So, you know. 2 and 1. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in the center. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to take hands behind the ears. And then we're going to go out, swallow the back. So bring it up, and then swallow the back. So up. Good. One more time. Behind the ears. Swallow the back. Palms facing forwards. Big breath in. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. And exhale. Good. One more time. Big breath in. And out. And you are all done.